All right, we're about to get started. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, Breadly Fours. Aiken, welcome in. Ahi, Sideark, Yoshi. Okay, so let's get started here in just a moment. Just lining up some score attack matches. Okay, let's do this. I am Austin Bennett, community developer here at Enhance Experience, and I'm excited for tonight. And I'm excited for tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be our first TECWC 2023 tournament, and a very fun one at that. The connected 3v3 teams, which incorporates the co-op connected 3v1 versus mode, as well as 1v1 modes, depending on if you make it to that ace match, or if you make it to the top 4 of the Masters bracket. We're going to have more of a crew battle vibe going on there. So if you haven't already, be sure to register. Head to tetriseffect.game/tournaments or start.gg/TECWC. And yeah, we look forward to having as many teams in the tournament tomorrow as possible. Also, head to our Discord if you are looking for a team. Plug that in Twitch right now. I think there are some stragglers looking for teams at the last minute, so if you really do want to play, there are people looking for teams. And yeah, don't miss out on that. That'll be a lot of fun. Yes, and before we get started with our beloved score attack game mode, check this out. I have a beautiful case by Hyperkin, products for all gaming generations. And yes, this is a Nintendo Switch carrying case with has the Switch insert for if you have a Nintendo Switch Lite. Looks like a little holding section for your games. A nice top zipper here for any external cables or anything really. You can put anything in this that you want. This isn't only for Switches. You can use this for, it's a carrying case for all things that you may need carried in life if you want to have a second use for this. And yeah, check that out. I believe we have a Hyperkin command here on Twitch. And okay, I'm going to get started with score attack, and we will also hop into some connected versus because I assume some of you may be anxious or wanting to learn more about the game mode before we hop into tomorrow's tournament. So we'll see if we can get some connected versus lobbies going for fun. And without further ado, I suppose I'll hop into a quick score attack match just to explain a few things against the AI, and then we'll get started. We have a score attack match queue between our community members. Sideark and Aiken, if you're out there, I'm pointing at you. You are going to be up first. So let's do this. But yes, I am super excited for tomorrow's tournament, starting at 3 p.m. Pacific. If you are unsure of the start time, we have in our Discord, in the TECWC 2023 channel, it shows the start times set to your local time, which is a pretty helpful resource. Okay. Nope. So score attack. Our score attack tournament will be on October 21st or October 22nd if you're on the eastern side of the world, playing in time slot 2. But yeah, we have a pretty early, a 5 a.m. Pacific start to be friendly to like Japanese players, for instance, and then we have a 12 p.m. Pacific start. So two different start times, and you're welcome to play in both if you would like, if you're adventurous and trying to get as much Tetris competitive experience as possible. We'd be happy to have you. So, okay. We're going to be playing against a beetle. Let's go for veteran here. Oh, maybe it is a rematch, Sideark. Yeah, Sideark versus Aiken. That sounds like a match we did have on one of our last streams. Yoshi says, I imagine daylight time coming into effect. Yes, that will be confusing. We thought about that as well. The end of October, early November, there will be a daylight saving time switch here in the States, at least. Gotta love time zones. Welcome in, Tetris. Ooh, level 1 start. So score attack. I'll start with the basics. This mode is pretty... I feel like a lot of newer competitive Tetris players like this mode because you can go at your own pace. There's not going to be people sending you attacks, stuff like that. And yes, to really get a leg up on the competition, you are going to want to do back-to-back Tetrises and T-spins. So if you are really a new player, I recommend keep it basic. You can just stack for Tetrises. We call this an 09 stack, where it's like, I'm sorry, a 9-0 stack, where you have 9 rows to the left, in my case, and that open well to the right, which makes it the 9-0. Back-to-back bonus is pretty important if you're trying to accrue a lot of score. So, I don't even know how that happened. Yeah, so you're going to see back-to-back under my Tetris animation there, and that'll help you to get as much score as possible. I'll try to clean this up with a T-spin. T-spins are worth just as much as a Tetris, but cost half the lines, so when you gain more lines, your levels are going to increase, right? So T-spins are the most efficient scoring method in score attack, and we'll get into that. But starting out, especially at a casual level, don't feel that you have to be super efficient with T-spins, but it does help to know and may get you out of tricky situations. Eventually, you could also work on like building your Tetrises in one of the center rows here, and that may lend itself to creating more easy to spot Tetris, or I'm sorry, T-spin setups. I'm gonna explain DAS tap back. Oh, that's a good question. So, yeah, that may get lost on some people. So if you're wondering, I guess like speed, it may look like I'm moving fairly quickly. I would look up the term two-step finesse in modern Tetris. Is kind of like, so one step would be getting to the right or the left, and then 1 or 2, right? Typically, you can get into any position on your board with a limited amount of key presses if you use your DAS. DAS meaning like the delayed auto movement of your piece, if you use it appropriately. And happy to elaborate on that. I feel like I can't explain that necessarily right away. That takes practice to get used to. But there are plenty of resources on how to best use your two-step finesse is the term for it. Anyways, every 10 lines, silly starting from level 1, you're going to increase in level. If you start on any level above 10, levels will begin to increase after 100 lines. And yes, in high-level score attack, you are going to want to know how to deal with high gravity. And let's see if we're going to speedrun to get to that moment. Oh, I might hurt myself here. There we go. How's that for a fix? So, okay, level 10 starts. Depending on the bracket you are in, and there will be information on start.gg for your bracket tier, and we will also be sending out a reminder email, which will likely explain the level system. But depending on the bracket you're in, there's going to be certain levels you're allowed to pick at the start of the match. In the highest bracket, you can choose either any level from 10 to 20, I believe, right? So historically, not many high-level players opt for level 10, but I would love to see more people utilize level 10 starts, just because it really does change up the game. But when you get to 15 starts, as you can see, the game gets a lot faster, and the amount of ways you can stack your board gets it becomes more limited, which lends to ST stacking being the most popular method. And if somebody types ST guide in the chat, you're going to see a wonderful ST stacking guide from our ex-TECWC, or let's say our 2022 TECWC champion, Super Shocky, for both the Trifecta and the Score Attack tournament. There you go. Thank you, Tetris. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how the Score Attack bracket is going to work out this year. I feel like Shocky's going to have some tough competition for sure as people become better with ST stacking, and if players even utilize level 10 starts. It'll be interesting to see if that comes into play. Don't top out before the AI. Well, the AI is moving a little slower, so it's actually likely that I will. Which would be a good way to display how the chase down timer works. So when you top out in Score Attack, you have 2 minutes to catch up to your opponent's score. So if you move quickly, you may be able to apply pressure on your opponent who is trying to take their time, squeezing out as many Tetrises and T-spins as possible. Speed can be a factor in this game mode. Also, I love the level 20 music switch. Yeah, Chalky sharing the knowledge. Love to see it. They could have easily kept that knowledge to themselves. And it may be overwhelming to learn it at first, but once you do pick up on ST stacking, and pick up on the patterns, it's just very useful in general in any Tetris game mode. But yeah, ST stacking can be quite fun, and there's a lot of nuances to it that are more enjoyable to spectate people playing Score Attack when you understand how ST stacking works. let's see. So once we get to like, I want to say level 28 is when it really, well, okay, any level post level 20 is going to be pretty high gravity, right? So I would say level 28 or 29 further are like late master levels from like the master game mode that you may have played in. All right, focus so I can try hard. Ah! I messed up. I messed up really early, but yeah. So a high level score attack. Level 29 is when it really hits hard, and then players like Zin, Shocky, a lot of our top score attack players will be able to squeeze out extra points post level 29, which is cool to see. And as you see, our computer here has 1 minute and 37 seconds to score 540,000 points. Will our CPU do this? It's looking unlikely, but let's see. Sidearc says, I love the AI doing the most absurd spins and then immediately ignoring the obvious T-spin double that's already been set up. Sometimes the AI is actually big brain and does some crazy stuff. Shoutouts to whoever coded the AI, which may have been Tatajima-san, or Green Tea. GG. Okay, and I think we are going to hop into spectating some community matches. I believe Sidearc and Aiken should be around for game 1 here. So let's get that lobby set up. And Aiken and Sidearc, I'll tag you on the Discord while we are setting that up. If you haven't registered already, we have a Connected Teams tournament tomorrow and multiple 1v1 tournaments coming up starting on the 21st. So be sure to register and join the fun. Also, next weekend, if you are in the Oregon or Portland area or somewhere in the northwest of the US, you could also stop by we will have a booth at CTWC 2023, which is in the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, as we are a proud sponsor of CTWC. Yes, we're going to have little mini tournaments and show matches, and some of the matches may even be displayed on the CTWC main stream on Sunday, so definitely make it out. We are going to be giving away plenty of goodies, including merch and items from our sponsors, Hyperkin and Atmex. So if you're making it out to CTWC, stop by and say hi to myself and my colleagues. Okay. Aiken and Sidearc, I sent you the room lobby, or room ID, excuse me. Looks like Sidearc found their way here, waiting for Aiken to make it in. Hopefully Aiken is still around. There we go. Also welcome in Super Tux. Sidearc saying today will be the day that they don't get swept. All right, fingers crossed for Sidearc here. No sweep today. No sweep. Who do you root for? If you don't know who to root for, you root for the competitive spirit of it all, for the players to bring their best. Sidearc, deciding on the level here. I think 10 starts are fun, but you could always do something else. Level 13. All right. Don't see too many level 13 starts. I guess it is like a nice, like, it's fast, but it's also manageable, right? In terms of getting your piece to the left or right. Coffee and Tetris, welcome in. Coffee and Tetris are probably two of my favorite things in the world. I love coffee. Any other coffee drinkers in chat? What's your favorite caffeinated coffee beverage? Today I had an Americano with 4 shots. But typically I like to just buy beans to ground at home. I love that smell in the morning. Latte gang? I like it all, personally. I used to be more of a hot coffee person. I guess, like, in the winter, it lends itself to wanting more hot coffees, but even in the summer, I used to have more hot coffee. I've definitely become more of a cold brew kind of person. I get cold brew. That's usually my go-to. And cold brew is easy to make. All right, how's our match going here? Pretty close so far. Sidearc opting to kind of build a Tetris over. Looks like they have some mistakes early on in their board, but I like this idea of just like building a Tetris over that, and then when it's convenient for you to bring it down to the bottom of the board, you can do so. But this allows you to get the most score possible, and of course you get the most score possible from Tetrises and T-spins. How's stream going? Stream's going good. We're just gonna start it, Davo. Davo, do you want to play it today? Davo Tigger will be commentating. When are you commentating first? Zone Battle, I believe. Commentating our Zone Battle tournament, and they should also be in our grand finals. Gotcha. Also, Davo, I don't know if you didn't mark yourself available tomorrow, but I think Kronos is not available for commentary if you are interested. But otherwise, we will be totally okay. All right, let's get myself off the screen here. Let's focus on not me. Here we go. So we have triangle versus crossbow, an avatar choice. Very important to the state of the game. Aiken rocking the 2-piece preview, as we noted in previous streams. Love to see it. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, there is a I believe there is a community Zone Battle tournament this weekend, actually, on October 8th. You know what? I might try to play in that, just for fun. I haven't got to play in a tournament in a long time. Yeah, hosted by Puzzle Kingdom. I believe it was posted to our enhanced Discord recently. If you are looking for some Zone Battle competition, definitely give that a go. It's a charity tournament, so it should be in our enhanced Discord under the community tournament section. And Aiken with a bit of a lead here. Aiken is also ahead by 10 lines, which means that Sidearc has room to get caught up. Later levels may also come into play here. Let's see if, for example, if Sidearc... Oh my god. Perfect clear from Aiken. Just keeping at the bottom of their board. You don't see perfect clears too often. And oh, another one. Oh, they messed it up. So yeah, Aiken in a pretty good position here, but we'll see how they handle these later levels. And yeah, if you are intimidated at all by any of the matches tonight and you want to play in the tournament, do not fret. In the TECWC 2023 brackets, you will be paired against players of similar skill levels, so it'll be a pretty fun, casual, competitive experience if you want to. If you are new to playing in tournaments, don't worry, you'll be playing against other new players. I like the color scheme of level 17 here. So yeah, Sidearc using the default provided colors, and Aiken using traditional colors, which you can change in the gameplay options if you would prefer all your boards to have a similar color, which is helpful for some players to discern what to do with their upcoming previews, for example. Yeah, Aiken's pretty good. Kind of a long match here too. The players holding their own. I think Sidearc's gonna have some trouble getting caught up here. Yeah, after level 20, players are going to really be feeling the gravity. Especially after level 25. How many of you are playing in the Score Attack tournament? I understand Score Attack's not for everybody, but everyone tends to have their favorite mode, whether it's Classic, Zone Battle, or Score Attack. They're all very different in gameplay, which, you know, if you're a puzzle fan, or I personally like that, because if I get bored of one mode, I'll go to another within the matchmaking, right? But a lot of people like to stick to their corners as well. Everyone knows I spend the most time in Zone Battle queue, but I do like Score Attack still, and I like, I've played a lot of Classic as well. 305, is that a phone number? They are in the Score Attack tournament. Oh, a lot of you are in Score Attack, cool. Also, Yoshi, by the way, I saw Yoshi recently in speaking of Zone Battle queue. Aiken does top out. If Sidearc has a miracle run back here, which is possible actually. This is pretty manageable. The later levels also give more score. I don't know how late Sidearc can play. They will probably want to get some Tetrises at the least. It would be quite a comeback here. But they are pressured at the top of their board, so it's going to be hard to get a Tetris at this point. Ooh, and Sidearc will top out. GG. Thanks for playing, Sidearc and Aiken. Yeah, we're just doing first of ones for Score Attack for the time being, so we can get as many matches in. Sidearc, you're going to get the community showcase a win. I believe in you. Yeah, you'll get the win. It's a matter of time. Okay, so we are going to bring in our next matchup. Who is our next match going to be? So, let's see. Slacko and Japanese characters I can't say properly. Also, that silly goober, if you are in the chat. Here, I'll tag you two on the Discord. And while they find their way here, yeah, check out Tetris Effect Connected merch. Helps your gameplay. Become a stronger player when you wear it. This shirt comes in a blue and red variety. Is my mic? Turn my mic up. Might be kind of quiet. There we go. That probably sounds a little better. We also have some hoodies. If you are someone that likes to be nice and warm while you play Tetris, check out the Tetris Effect Connected hoodies. We have the black logo on white here. We also have a white logo on black, color logo hoodie, which is our most popular, I believe, and a gray hoodie with a black logo on it. Oh, here's the gray hoodie. I like this one. They're nice and cozy. Prepare for the winter months. I don't know if Slacko and our other player are here at the moment. So who's next in line? Maybe we can come back to them. Tetri and Knighting. I assume they're around. I assume they're lurking in the abyss. Yes, they are lurking in Twitch chat. Welcome in. You two are welcome to play your match. The room code should be in that Discord thread. Ooh, Knighting flexing the spider avatar here. So to get this spider avatar, or Monarch I believe is called, you need 100 ranked score attack wins during the full moon. So that takes a while. And that's probably the rarest multiplayer avatar. I wonder how many people have this avatar total. I don't have the stats on that. Oh, not Monarch. I'm sorry. Why was I thinking Monarch was a spider? What's the spider's avatar name? Is it just called Spider? All right. When you two are ready, we can hop into it. Can somebody please queue into ranked score attack? I'm going to be waiting for 5 years, says Sideark. Ask and you shall receive. You're going to get the quickest snipe of your life. Did Wabi break our lobby? Wabi's not ready. I don't know how that worked. Looking like we may need to reset this lobby. Welcome in, S-Drop. Yeah, we can. Let's everyone blame our mod. Do I need to time out Wabi from our Twitch chat? Wabi will be helping us with tomorrow's event as well. So you will likely run into them if you are having any troubles. Ooh, wait. patience. It's probably going to keep getting to the lobby. All right, do I need to force close? Welcome in, Lightrod. Hope you're doing well. Okay, let's reset the game before I sit here for too long. While I do that, be sure to register for the tournament at tetriseffect.game/tournaments. You too may get stuck into a load screen at some point during the tournament, but hopefully that doesn't happen. When you have a lot of players in the mix and spectators, it just takes one to break the lobby. So, okay, I'll send you to a new room code here in just a moment. As you hear me rapidly clicking it through the menus. And yes, next weekend we will also be at TECWC. If you are in the Portland area, be sure to stop by. We'll have a booth for that entire weekend with a lot of giveaways from our AppMex and Hyperkin product. Also, there's a car driving very fast past my window. So yeah, definitely stop by and say hi to us. Okay, I'm going to drop the room code. Tetri and Knighting, I dropped the room code in the Discord. All right, looks like we're good to go. Someone just clear Maniac 5 at CTWC. We can go for that. Are any of you in chat going to be there? That's a good question. I know a lot of our classic community is obviously going to be there, but it's always cool to get representatives outside of our classic community as well. Ooh, level 10 start. Very cool. So with a level 10 start, ST stacking is still a very strong option, right? But there are other stacking options available in level 10, simply due to how the gravity works. There's a lot of stacking options that become very hard to pull off due to the high gravity. So level 10, we may see some different options from players. Jingle hops, anyone can participate in this showcase. Typically, when we announce our showcases on the Discord, players react to that message if they want to play in the showcase. But yeah, if you're in the Discord, I could tag you in the showcase if you want to hop in. We're going to be doing connected matches shortly as well, if anybody wants to play some connected versus. And yeah, any skill level is welcome to participate. You'll be there? Awesome. Yeah, be sure to stop by the TECWC booth. And if you participate, you'll have a chance to win some goodies. If you're curious on what types of goodies you may receive, here is the Hyperkin link here in the Twitch chat. Oh, do I have an... I hope I have an AppMex command. Oh, I don't. I'll have to create that. But we also have AppMex, which will have some Tetris coins, which are pretty cool. And yeah, definitely stop by. Knighting has a crazy board setup right now. I'm gonna have to clean up. Maybe some brutal misdrops. Tetris keeping things clean. Definitely putting the pressure here on Knighting, because Knighting's going to want to be pretty efficient as they work through this garbage so that they don't fall too far behind. At the same time, though, the quicker you clean this up, the quicker you can get to a preferred board state. So a few ways to approach it, I suppose. Ooh, the music swap. I love that music swap. Jingle Hops, I tagged you in our connected, or I'm sorry, our community showcase thread, if you do want to hop into a connected lobby momentarily. LTUP hit a new PB in score attack. Round of applause with that 1.13 mil. Very nicely done. All right, how's our match going here? So Knighting is, they're pretty much the same line count. Knighting does have quite a bit of a gap to overcome, but anything can happen in this game mode. Got to keep your cool. There's a chance your opponent may also goof up throughout the process of a score attack match, so the comeback potential is real. Nice flat T-spin single setup, and looks like Knighting, they could opt into kind of a high ST stack. It's kind of a peculiar situation because they can't access that Tetris at the moment. And Tetris did also leave the ST stack, so if Knighting is efficient here, this actually would allow for Knighting to catch up a little bit. And it may actually be a closer game than we realize. With players as good as these two are, going for Tetrises over T-spins, like Tetris is doing here, does actually allow for the opponent to catch up, because back-to-back T-spins are twice as efficient as back-to-back Tetrises. And Yoshi 100 and Super Shocky, if you're around, we can get you up next. Yes, gaming indeed. So Knighting, oh, I forgot Knighting is ahead online. So actually this is a very close match. Knighting definitely turned it up and is caught up, though. Just keep in mind that Knighting is ahead by 20 lines, which means that Tetris has 20 lines to get additional score. So Tetris may have a true lead when you think about it, as long as they keep it efficient. This looks like it may have a pretty close outcome, though. Because Tetris is struggling to maintain a clean T-spin stack. Even though Knighting is having their own issues. It's unclear who's going to win just yet. Yes. Here, I'm going to post in Twitch chat ST guide if you ever want to link to that. Just type ST guide in the enhanced experience chat. And our TECWC champion Super Shocky has written up a Google Doc if you want to learn. And it's a pretty helpful resource at that. I've resorted to using it a few times. But I don't play enough where I often forget it. But yeah, ST stacking, it can be frustrating at first, but when you pick it up, it's actually a lot of fun. And it gives you a lot of respect for players that do this very well, because there are some like subtle things, like transitioning in and out of ST stack after misdrops, stuff like that. That's cool to see from the top players. Either way, Tetris actually managed to get back into a clean stack. They are still 30 lines behind. So honestly, if I were Knighting, yeah, Knighting needs to be pretty efficient here because Tetris can definitely close this gap. Close match. Also something to consider is the master levels. I'm not sure between these two players who is the best master mode player. That could come into effect though. When I say master mode, I'm referring to squeezing out points after level 29 is a skill in itself in score attack, and it can be a deciding factor for these high level score attack matches. Knighting is near the top here. At level 28, Tetris takes the lead at 27. Oh, Knighting, oh, they went for the T-spin. That was smart. I mean, there's no other option. I feel like they had to go for that T-spin. That was a close game. And Tetris should be good, but they're welcome to play it out and see how far they can get. Yeah, it's easier said than done. Like, on level 29 especially, even if you see the T-spin, like, the amount of time you actually have to hit that T-spin, and you have to, like, quickly rotate so that the piece doesn't lock in, it's pretty tricky. And only the best of the best will make it look easy. And really, only a few players come into mind that can do that, like Zen SS and Running Out Rate. Yoshimi. Who else is really good at, like, 30 plus? I know I'm definitely missing a few players. Super Shock's pretty good at those later levels too. Just probably not as good as... The thing is, when I compare... Super Shock is our score attack champion, so it's hard to compare, but compared to players like Zen, Super Shock isn't quite as proficient in those late levels. If we have any criticism of this player at all, that would be it. But I could be wrong. It's been a year. Maybe Super Shocky's better at Master Mode now. In Master levels. But yeah, here we have our last year's score attack champion on the left. And Yoshi is the challenger. This is actually a team kill in a way, because these two are on a Team Yoshi tomorrow, who is a pretty high seed in the Masters bracket. Includes Yoshi 100, Super Shocky, and... Oh, who's your other teammate? I'm going to pull this up. OSW, who is a very good zone battle player, and is a good Tetris player in general. So that is a stacked team. Should we ban super teams like we like the NBA discussed? Maybe once we have player drafts and $1 million deals, we can ban teams such as Team Yoshi from existing when the time comes. Welcome in, Lyra. All right, pretty strong start from both players. You know what? I don't know if I've watched Yoshi 100 play score attack. And so far, so good. They have a really high center at the moment, but nice use of that that J-tuck to kind of clean up the left side of their board. It looks like they know what is up, and maybe they could bring it here to Super Shocky. I don't think Yoshi 100 played last year, so this is definitely a newcomer. And I know they've been playing some zone battle recently and getting better. So excited to see how they do in this year's tournament. But yes, Team Yoshi is going to be tough to beat. We also have Team Tetriminian stole our dog. Which is Promo, it's Espeon, and I can't remember the other member off the top of my head. We have some other strong teams. We have Team Manta, Team TNT. Yes, can't forget them. I believe Tetri is our captain of Team TNT. I really like the name Silly Kitties. I'm rooting for Silly Kitties just because of the name. Who else in chat has a team out there that they want to plug? Ooh, Lyra's working on a team. There's a lot of players working on last-minute teams. So if you're looking for a team, definitely don't be shy and throw a message in our Discord. We have a Form a Team channel, and if you're a leadership type person that wants to form a team, take a look in there and find some players. It'd be a fun, social, competitive experience. But I'm super excited for tomorrow's stream because the top four format is like extended, more crew battle like, so players can also exercise their 1v1 capabilities, which should be a lot of fun. And we have some pretty cool prize packages for our top two teams, which some of the items still to be revealed. But yeah, we'll have some prize packages thanks to our sponsors, Hyperkin and Atmex. Also, we'll have some enhanced merch, stuff like that for you to have the chance to win. So good luck to our teams out there. The champ might go down here. Let's see. So Super Shocky is ahead by 40 lines. I think Yoshi's actually doing quite well efficiency-wise here. They're just behind on lines. This is going to be really close. So apparently, okay, if you are in the Score Attack tournament, watch out for Yoshi 100. They seem to know. They're cooking up some Tetris. We'll just leave it at that. And Shocky does have some holes in their stack up high. Already at 2 million. Yeah, this game mode does have potential for upset here. because misdrops happen at the highest level, and you know, players like Super Shocky are pretty good at recovery, but there's more upset potential in this game mode than, say, Zone Battle. Zone Battle probably has the least upset potential at the highest level because those players are just so darn consistent. But yeah, Super Shocky won't have it easy to win the 2023 tournament by any means. Okay, so they're on the master level. And they don't get any 29 lines. So we'll see if Yoshi... Oh, they do get some 29 lines. Ooh! Super Shocky still alive. I wrote them off. They that extra score may come into play here. I think Yoshi is in a really good position, though. They have a clean stack. They hit that T-spin. They only need a little bit here. Unless they really mess up, they should be good. Yeah, they hit the 2.35. And GG, feel free to play it out, Yoshi. But Super Shocky is taken out in this best of one. They are not immortal. Although, to give Super Shocky, you know, to reinstill the fear that they are a fearsome player to play against, I believe they hit 2.8 million more than once in last year's tournament. So they definitely have potential for pretty high scores. And yeah, I think Super Shocky is still one of the favorites to win the Score Attack tournament. But Yoshi, I'm looking forward to seeing Yoshi play. That was a great game. Super Shocky says, "Let's go, Team Yoshi." Yes, it's like in Formula One racing. You know, the shake and bake combo. You gotta let your teammate pull into the lead. Right, Super Shocky? You didn't lose on purpose, or you lost on purpose. Is what I'm trying to say, right? Okay, so who do we have next? Who do we have next? Is it connected time? Oh, actually, we have a few more Score Attack matches. Let's get, let's see, Wabi, Super Tux, and I saw Slacko. Oh, we also had Jingle Hops. Jingle Hops, if you'd like to play Score Attack, I think we have a matchup for you. While we determine your matchup, we could do Wabi versus... Let's do Wabi versus Slacko, and maybe Super Tux if you're there. We could do Super Tux versus Jingle Hops. Okay, so yeah, we'll get Slacko in. This actually works out perfectly because another player wasn't able to make it, so we have an even number of players. No one will get left out. So we have 2 more Score Attack games, and then we'll end the stream with some connected verses. Cool. While we are getting that set up, if you haven't already, if you are now excited and more motivated than ever, be sure to register for the tournament. Yeah, so the connected tournament starts at 3 p.m. Pacific tomorrow. And yeah, check the Discord if you want to be sure on the Discord events, as well as the TECWC 2023 channel will have the events shown in your local time zone to clear up any confusion. I'm looking forward to it. I think our players have found their way to the lobby here. Oh no, Wabi's just making noises. Yes, we'll also be at CTWC next weekend. Be sure to stop by. We'll have a booth near the CTWC area, and looking forward to interacting with anybody that shows up there. And if you are making it out to CTWC and happen to have a Nintendo Switch, well, I have the perfect item for you. The Tetris Effect connected carrying case for the Nintendo Switch. It's got the pieces on the back. Probably the most stylish carrying any item apparatus that has ever existed from Hyperkin. Be sure to pick one up. It's a high value item. It may go out of stock, so don't miss out. I had a few messages on Discord this week, like, where do I find that case? So, yeah. I'll type in Hyperkin in chat if you are interested. There's also a whole slew of Tetris items that we will be including in prize giveaways and at our CTWC booth, but carrying case. It's good. It'll protect your Switch at all costs. Okay, I think both our players are ready. We can hop into it. Good luck, have fun. It's good. Yeah, you guys like... So how do you rate my sales technique here from 1 to 10? This is good. Good item. All right, let's get rid of my camera and hop into it. Millen, or on our Discord, they are Slacko on the left, and your friendly neighborhood enhance moderator Wabi is on the right here. And it looks like Wabi knows what's up a little bit, hitting that T-spin. They say they haven't played a whole lot of score attack, but it looks like they might have a little bit of know-how. Welcome in, Wiley Can't Twitch. And Wabi realizing, oh, ST stacking isn't as easy as it looks. The pros make it look so easy. But yeah, still going for these T-spins is going to be the right move to score out squeeze out the most efficiency. But Milan going for some Tetrises and looking pretty good. Also hitting these Tetris or the T-spins with a 6-3 stack. Actually, it looks like they really know what's up here. Very efficient 6-3. So Wabi might be in for some trouble here. I love a good 6-3 stack. Pretty satisfying stacking from Milan on the left here, excuse me. Wabi keeping it close still. Not too. You know what? They're actually behind on lines, so they're not too far behind. They can find their way back into this, and we'll see how good Milan is on the later levels. Also, Wabi had a PC set up there, but easier to see when you are not the player. All right. Milan throwing down here, digging the, or I guess 3-6 stack. So whenever somebody says a number like 2-7 stack, 6-3, 5-4, etc., that means there is X amount of rows to the left of the well, and then X amount of rows to the right of the well. So, for example, a 9-0 means that you have 9 rows of blocks to the left of the well and 0 to the right because you're against the wall. For this 3-6 or 6-3 stack. It means you have 3 rows of blocks to the left of the well and 6 rows of blocks to the right of the well. I can continue to over-explain the concept, but I think that I did it justice there. Okay. Wabi hunting for that T-spin at the bottom here. Gets the T-piece. Ooh, I like that tuck to kind of maintain. Okay. That double S piece is a little tricky for Wabi. But Wabi is not out of this, simply because Bilan is moving a lot faster. But it does look like they are more efficient with their T-spins. So Slacko here definitely maybe just doesn't play a lot of score attack, because I think their SR was lower than their skill level. Looks like they have a pretty good 6-3 stack going here, so kudos to them. We'll see if Wabi can muster up a comeback here. Tetris is letting Wabi know that they need to attack the score. Be sure to attack the score in this game mode. Yes, great coach. I believe Tetris has a rate of $500 an hour if you're looking for Tetris coaching. Definitely check them out. It is well worth the price. In all seriousness, there are some Tetris coaches out there if people do want an actual coach to help them out with anything specific. It's a platform called Metafy, and we have community members like One Boat Ties who coach on that platform. Depending on the kind of learner you are. Okay, so what's our score looking like here? Looking like Milan struggling a little bit with this high gravity. So I don't know if I'm curious how Wabi plays on high gravity. Because technically there is a chance to get caught up here in these later levels. If Wabi can really turn it up. $10-minute lecturing section or session at that rate. You know, for a special deal of $400 an hour, Tetris may make an exception. Lyra pointing out some streamers give advice for free. Is that free advice as powerful as $500 advice? The answer is most likely. Milan finding their way into a 7-2 stack with that T-spin, very nice. So it looks like they know what is up in this game mode. Kind of taking their time at this point, looking to squeeze out some efficiency. And yeah, Wabi may need a Super Shocky tag in, or who knows, maybe it'll go God mode and hit that efficiency like never before. But right now, Milan has a pretty strong lead. I believe in Wabi, though. Everyone, hold your hands in the air. Channel your energy towards Wabi as they try to make that comeback here. For the Spirit T-spin technique. Wabi, everyone's rooting for you. Don't let us down. Okay, so we are approaching these high levels here. We'll see if Milan is able to play into later levels. Looks like they are struggling a little bit on this high gravity. Sidearc, how's your ranked score attack going right now? Sidearc is in ranked queue if anybody's looking for a match. I don't know if they're still in queue, but they were. And Milan will top out with a pretty substantial 1.264, 0.562 million. Very nice. Or 1.264562 million. Cool. And Wabi has a minute and 30 to score 690,000. That is a tough order. Either way, play it out. Show us your skills here. Yeah, that was a really nice 6-3. Totally caught me off guard. Have you played much score attack mode? Because I feel like you might be underrated. Unless I misread the rating. Gotcha. Well, cool. Hopefully you are signed up to play in some tournaments. I'm looking forward to seeing all of our community showcase players play in the tournaments. It has been kind of nice seeing some regulars in our Friday streams. And who knows, maybe we can continue some kind of Tetris Friday thing going past TECWC. Because these have been a lot of fun. Wabi with an interesting board here. Not sure not sure how to analyze this for the highest efficiency. This is a tough situation. Oh, I think they were on the right track, actually. Impressive attempt to fix that up. But that is time, and Milan with a pretty impressive showing. GG's. Both players hitting that SS rank. Nicely done. Okay, I think we have time for one more score attack match here. We're going to end it with... is it Jingle Hops? Yes, Jingle Hops and... Super Tux. Is Super Tux still around? Oh, did I get... Sorry, I didn't realize I went to that slide. Yeah, so if you haven't registered already, be sure to go to tetriseffect.game/tournaments and register today. Looking forward to having as many players as possible. And yes, like we have been doing with players today, you will be matched against players of similar skill levels, so don't be intimidated. If you are a newer player, you'll be playing against other newer players. It'll be a lot of fun. And maybe we'll make some friends along the way, and that's what it's all about. Cool. So Super Tux and Jingle Hops, when you are ready to join the lobby, ready up and we can get started. Wabi says, GG. That was some nice efficiency from you. Totally agreed. You know, Wabi, I'm not sure if you were wearing our official limited edition Tetris Effect Connected merch, but that may have helped you with that extra efficiency you needed. So Wabi, you should head to tetriseffect.game/buy and nab yourself a Tetris Effect Connected hoodie or t-shirt, and you might be able to beat Milan in this next matchup. When you wear one of these, the game picks it up and doubles your score. So if you haven't already, be sure to head to tetriseffect.game/buy if you're looking to get a leg up on the competition. And you will not regret it. You have the color. Are you wearing the color shirt is the issue. I don't think you were wearing it, if I'm going to guess. And if you say you were wearing it, you are lying, because it would have helped you out. I made it into your dream last night. Interesting. I didn't know I had that much influence. Yes, Wabi was not wearing the t-shirt, so do not fret. If Wabi was wearing that t-shirt, that game may have been a different story. For next time, Wabi. Still a 100% win rate for the merch. True. Yeah, has anyone ever lost wearing merch? The only answer allowed is no. Oh, Super Shocky says they fell down while bouldering and wearing the TEC shirt. Does that count? That may be a side effect of the Tetris Effect Connected merch. The shift of balance or power into your Tetris gameplay and score may cause side effects in other aspects of life. So sorry for that. But just make sure you're wearing it during gameplay if you want to get the most out of your t-shirt. So we got Super Tux versus Jingle Hops, aka Dungy here, found their way into our lobby with a nice level 1 chill start here. Love to see it. The best part about level 1 starts is the never-ending color changes. So we get to see all the colors, and both players are using the designed colors for the game mode rather than the traditional Tetris skin. So very colorful score attack experience. Oh yes, and the music goes through all the phases. That's right. We should just have level 1 be the meta, simply so we can hear the all the music. What do you guys think? At high level, should we just do level 1 starts? That'd be interesting, because it would also allow fast players to show up hard. I'm kind of curious how that would play out if we had level 1 starts for like high level score attack. Maybe that could be a fun like side event or community night or something like that if we just do level 1 starts only with pro players. I'd be curious how that would play out. That'd make players like Zen super scary that can just like sprint through their ST stack. And players that aren't like as ST stack proficient will also be scary, like you know, your Kazus, your promos. Jaden, for example. Oh, I promise I didn't even read chat. Me and Tetri were on the same wavelength there. Yes, Jaden would be good at a low level start. I mean, level 10 start is legal, which should allow players like Jaden to kind of do anything they'd like. I think Super Tux keeping their board low. Looks like they were almost going for a perfect clear there. They are ahead on lines. This is actually a pretty close match. Nice Tetris for Jingle Hops. Jingle Hops with a 3-6 stack. Hitting those Tetrises, very nice. Getting caught up here. And they're also 20 lines behind, so there is definitely a window for them to come back. See if Super Tux can maintain that efficiency and maintain that lead. And so far, they are running into some trouble. So this is a good opportunity for Jingle Hops. Yeah, level 5 starts are fun, aren't they? I like the low level starts. Obviously, like, I think we use the high level starts because that's how ranked play works for the most part. But with the exception being level 10, that's part of the reason we added level 10 to the high level brackets, just like to mix it up and allow for more types of gameplay, right? Or different strategies. 15 and 20 aren't too different from each other, but 15 is probably a little more liberal with what you can do because it isn't instant gravity, right? I think probably like things like infinite T-spin triples. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, because I'm not the score attack master, but probably more feasible on a level like 15, for example. Or easier to execute, at least. 10 speed lets you PC loop. I would love to see people try to exercise PC loops in score attack. It'd be fun to see it play out against like an ST stack, for example, in the dynamic of like players being better in the later game versus the early game, right? I don't know. Sounds fun to me. So Super Tux did maintain that lead. Found their way into a cleaner board. Looks like Jingle Hops running it into more issues. But there's definitely still room for a comeback here. And we'll see, because Super Tux is also ahead on lines, so that means Dungy here on the right has a larger runway to get caught up. Yeah, a PC looping is more efficient. You know, actually, rated F for fun recently broke 2 million on Marathon, to the point where our anti-cheat were denying their Marathon scores. So we're looking into that and trying to resolve that. But and they were using PC loops. And typically, yeah, if you're going to have the highest score on Marathon, it means you're probably using the most efficient method in TEC, right? So yeah, PC loops where you like get the Tetris for the PC, for example, are super efficient. I'd love to see that player rated F for fun like play score attack. It'd be cool to see, because they start on they do the PC loop on level 15 starts, right? So I think there are very efficient methods that aren't being utilized just yet. We'll see if the game does evolve to that point, but I think rated F for fun would actually be quite good at score attack, especially if they like pulled out a super efficient PC looping technique in level 15. That'd be crazy. For anybody that wants to break away from ST stacking, definitely something to look into. I would suggest, if you haven't already, I don't know if they posted their 2 million scores to our Discord, but they are out there. And yeah, rated F for fun used a mix of PC loops into infinite T-spin triples. All right, so we're heating up on levels here. We'll see if Dungy can get caught up here. They're really not that far behind. A Tetris at this level is quite a bit of score, so if you can manage to stay alive in these later levels, the comeback mechanic is real. So we'll see what they can do here. So Dungy's staying alive. I feel like staying alive is probably the most important thing at this point, because Super Tux is also very high, but they get the Tetris. Do they get it? Oh my god, will they get it? They get the Tetris. The greed. I love it. And they have another Tetris waiting. Things are lining up for Super Tux, gaining an even bigger lead, and I think Dungy is going to top out here. GG's. Well played. Super Tux was very close to topping out there. Super Tux, feel free to play it out. And that will be our last score attack match. We'll close out the stream with some connected versus. Not too much, but I can't stay here all night. But yeah, we'll host an open lobby for. We'll get maybe a few games in. I could stay all night. I do have some other work I want to finish before I sign off, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on how you look at it. I do like my work, so. Ooh, Super Tux up high. And they make it to 244 lines. Nice game from Super Tux. Thank you, too, for playing, and hope you're playing in our tournaments. GG. Okay, so we're going to cool off the stream with an open, connected lobby. I have an idea. So I'll see how good you guys are at sniping. I'm just going to publicly post it here on the Twitch channel, and we could do first come, first served. But yeah, if you haven't already, be sure to register for the Tetris Effect Connected tournament with our connected team starting tomorrow. If you're looking for a last-minute team, hit up the Discord. Type it in the Twitch chat. Discord.gg/enhance. And we have a Form a Team channel if you're looking for a team. And if anybody of you, oh my goodness, if any of you are looking for teammates, definitely check out that channel. Or if you have that captain mentality, if you're somebody like me that likes to take initiative and form a team, find some players in there. I think we still have some people looking for teams. So, and yeah, tournament starts tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific. It'll be a lot of fun. All right, here we go. GEZ7, room code Oh, there we go. That way. In the top right of your screen, where I'm pointing. Ooh, sayonara, first sniper. Very nice. You guys better pick. You better pick a slot. Oh no, sayonara didn't make it in. Milan with boss. Interesting. Okay, for side arc, super shock, and knighting. Oh, that was quick. There we go. Right into it. Then sayonara, wabi, and Tetris should get in the next game. And then maybe we can get another sniper in there. Ooh, I'm feeling the Area 3 music right now. If we turn up the music, no one wants to hear me anyways. Just bump up the music and I'll shut up. Yeah, we've discussed this on stream before, but what is everybody's favorite connected area soundtrack? I guess area 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Personally, I lean towards 2, but on the official soundtrack, like the souped up version of the songs, I really like Area 4. I think Area 4 on the official soundtrack goes pretty hard. Ooh, that pressure from that team. Oh no, Milan! Milan toss out. No. GG. You know, Milan, I think you were doing okay. That was actually a pretty strong zone from the team, but if you went into defense mode there, should have been okay. Actually, I don't know, because that is a pretty tough team. Knighting and Super Shock and Side Arc. Pretty brutal. Poor Virgo. We didn't even get to punish them with the no spins too hard. Okay. We can swap out some players and teams, maybe. Let's see. So who didn't play before? We should get Wabi in there, maybe. There we go. This works. Oh. I think it. Yeah. Whoever else wants to play boss. No buff +1 allowed. Okay. Ooh, this is a cool matchup. Anybody have any questions about Connected Versus, especially going into tomorrow's tournament? Don't be shy. Be happy to answer any questions. We do have a previous Connected showcase where I went a little bit more in depth on the mechanics of Connected. That's available. It should be in our Twitch VODs as well as on YouTube under the live tab. You should see all of our previous Connected showcases there. So yeah, players are saying their favorite area music. Side Arc is going with Area 5. Area 5 is pretty good, I agreed. Light Rod saying Area 2 or Tetramidian Phase 3. So feeling that intensity. Oh, and A1 Phase 3. Okay. Alright, so a powerful 18 attack. And Knighting does a pretty good job of taking that. We'll see if they want to go aggressive here. They haven't opted for defense just yet. I don't play Taurus too often. I think with Taurus, you want to like kind of... You want to chain the giant piece and try to trigger rain while they're still using the giant piece. So my tip, if you're a Taurus player, would be to kind of stack high when you expect that giant piece, like right now. And then as soon as possible, you want to get that rain, right? So if you have like a few attacks queued right after. So here's that rain. Yeah. The quicker you can chain those two attacks together, the more punishing it's likely to be for the team. With that being said, the team's doing pretty good. Doesn't look like they'll have any issues with topping out, so Knighting may want to just try to clear out the rest of their garbage, unless they think they can get a kill on Wabi or something like that, who's a little higher on their board. Looks like Wabi will be okay, and they have a giant long bar in their hold chamber. Curious how they can utilize that here. I don't even know if they can utilize it. Oh my god. Oh, okay, this works. Ooh, that team play. I was a little spooked for the team in that situation, but they handled it. Okay, they didn't get that high of a zone, but they actually did a fair amount of lines and like, oh no! Knighting missed their Tetris. There should be another long bar coming up. Use that IRS to get over to the left. IRS is a nerdy term for initial rotation system, where you can initially rotate the piece to get a little bit higher in your board. Yes, once you learn IRS, it is a beautiful thing. It does take some time to practice. I wouldn't, if you are like newer to the game, I wouldn't start off like trying to learn IRS. I would focus on your fundamentals. But when you get to the point where you may want to learn the IRS, initial rotation system, it's a lot of fun. Knighting putting on a lot of pressure. I think they might try to go for some kills here. And if the team survives, Knighting is going to be in a lot of pressure. So I guess Knighting is going all in a way. I think of it as all in, just like a calculated decision to try to get some kills here. And you know what? Sayonara, a very known connected player for their ability to survive and just manage dealing with all these blitzes, may not top out. So this is interesting. So Knighting actually picks up on that and decides to play a little bit of defense here to bring their board down. Because Knighting is going to go in solo here for an attack. And this could be good. Knighting is Sayonara is intentionally avoiding that well because, yeah, they're going to get extra attack power based off of... So, because they only started with 8 lines, yeah, this could be hard to deal with. Okay. Ooh! 21! They got the curb tris! Nice. Sayonara going hard with the carry here. Using that magic... That was really cool. Using the magic Mino on the right side to... Oh my god. I am fangirling over Sayonara with the clutch here. Hooking up their team. So Sayonara is on team Tetramidian Stole Our Dog with Promo and It's Espeon, so watch out for that team tomorrow. That's a pretty strong team. Yeah, this is a great match. So, okay, the team is going to take a lot longer to... Well, okay, both players are back into it now, so now they should charge their boards at a somewhat equal rate. Tetris quickly navigating through those giant pieces. No rain just yet, so they're able to get some clears. Wabi is in some trouble again. Just so happens that they took a lot of pressure from knighting so far. Oh man. Very nicely handled from Sayonara given the situation. And looks like Sayonara is out for another mission here. Can they carry again? Oh no! I think they messed up on their IRS there. And knighting does squeeze out the win. But very nicely played from the team there. Giving knighting a run for their money. Very close match. And knighting, have you found a team for tomorrow? I know you were looking. Definitely happy to help wrangle some players. If you want help finding a team, just let me know. So knighting is looking for a team. If any other high-level players are scouting out there, knighting would be a good fit. So, okay, this will be our last game. Who was not in the last round? I guess all of you were in the last round, so this looks good. This will be the last game of the night. And a Super Shock going to represent Libra, so we can bump to that Area 2 music. While we are loading, buy this carrying case from Hyperkin. It's great. It's got pieces on it. All right, let's get back to our match. Ooh, Tetris fast stacking. As soon as that, oh no, Milan! I don't know what happened. I think Milan might have also overstacked. It almost looked like Tetris and Milan were gonna overstack to the top. Happens to the best of us. The thing is, like, when you know you're playing a good player, you're gonna greed, right? I get it. We all have been there. That's funny. So not the greatest zone attack. It actually super shocky full defends it on that phase 1. And as an Area 2 boss, they're like, oh, score, because yeah, with Area 2, that means you can start to power up your blitzes, and if Area 2 gets to like the phase 3, they're so hard to deal with. So Shocky must be feeling good. Shocky's ST stacking. That's funny. ST stacking is a bit harder on One Piece preview as well, so very nice. This is the most super shocky thing I've ever seen in my life. All right, so Milan, efficient for that PC. Low enough to the board where their teammates should be able to revive here. In order to revive, you need to tap rotate as soon as the... oh, I don't have my John Madden draw on. You can see my mouse. As soon as the circles hit the middle, hit rotate, work to revive. That's not always the most obvious thing for new players. So Milan trying to pull off the Sayonara clutch here, and so far so good. At this point, they should maybe just try to stay alive. I wonder what the best move is here. They're already so high on their board, but both their teammates are alive. Ooh, that missed drop. Yeah, since they stacked above the board, that will cause the game to top out. But very nicely played by Milan to keep alive while Tetri and Sidearc revive. And looks like Tetri was actually going for some T-spins. So one thing to note is if you are on the team side and you hit T-spins or Tetrises, it actually it hastens or quickens the revive pace from your teammate. So if you go for Tetrises or T-spins while your teammate is reviving, you can quicken the process. And all right, Sidearc in some trouble. Like Tetri might need to clutch it out. Super Shocky, maybe too much for them to handle. Really, the most pivotal point was when Milan accidentally topped out. But all right, Tetri's just trying to stay alive. I think they want. They might actually need to go into this zone though. Jingle Hop saying, "Stay alive, Tetri." I don't know if it's going to be possible. That is a dirty looking board. Yeah, Tetri may have miscalculated. I think Tetri may have needed to try to go in that solo zone. But I also respect the idea. If they can stay alive, Milan's almost there, but yeah, that was tough. Tough situation. And Super Shocky throwing down pretty hard. Taking out the win after their loss earlier. Ending the stream on a win for Super Shocky. Balance is brought to the world. And GG's. All right, so thank you everybody for playing in tonight's community stream. That will conclude tonight's matches. Yes, so we will have the connected 3v3 teams starting tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific. If you are looking for a team, be sure to stop by the Discord. I noticed today and yesterday there's a lot of players looking for last-minute teams as things tend to pan out. So don't be shy. Feel free to ask other people if you can join their team or take lead and try to be a team captain. Ball is in your court. And looking forward to the teams tournament. We are going to have two different brackets. We're going to have an amateur bracket and the masters bracket. So if you are still newer, we have like some newer teams out there. We will be playing in a separate bracket. Unless, of course, you'd like to opt into the masters bracket. But that way you're not going to have players like Team Yoshi giving you a hard time when you're new to the game. So yeah, looking forward to tomorrow's tournament. And until then, yeah, if you haven't already, we will be sending out like kind of a how to play email. We'll have some pings in our Discord, some socials going out on our Twitter/X. So a lot of reminders for you. Don't forget about the tournament. It's going to be a good time. And yeah, next weekend we'll be in CTW's. We'll be at CTWC at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. We'll have a booth with some show matches and mini tournaments. So stop by for your chance to win some goodies. We're going to have some merch and products from Hyperkin and AppMex. So some Tetris coins, watch bands, carrying cases, etc. So be sure to stop by, say hi. We will be there all weekend. It's going to be fun. Okay. And with that, I'm going to close out the stream, so thank you, everybody. Oh, yeah, last plug. If you haven't already, be sure to grab some merch. I'm rocking the color logo. Sorry, I moved my mic away. Rocking the color logo tee. We also have some hoodies available. Oh. Yep. I'm going to tag the merch in the chat here. And with that, I'm going to sign off. So thank you everybody for playing tonight. That was a lot of fun. I guess the next community stream, we will not have a community stream next week because we will be in we'll be at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. But we will have a community stream the following week, right before the Score Attack tournament. So tune in then. And yeah, I'm signing off. So be sure to watch the stream tomorrow, or if you are participating, be sure to check in before the tournament starts. Yeah, you're going to have to head to the start.gg page and check in there. If you are having trouble checking in or anything like that, just let us know on the Discord. So, all right. See you, Sideark. Oh, Sideark got their first win. Very nice. Jingle Hops, can't wait for the merch to come in. Good to hear. See ya, Tetris. See ya, Super Shocky. Anybody else hanging out in chat? And it was a good time. Bye-bye.